Hey there, welcome back to my garden. Hooray! Oh, and now the sun is coming out right as I'm doing this. It was a little cloudy. These are my crocuses, just coming out here at the beginning of April. And they're looking gorgeous, friends. Now these purple ones here are a little worse for wear. They've already kind of passed. But these three beauties right here, these three white ones, are specimens. I feel like they are just so amazingly gorgeous. So I thought it was time to get down on my knees here in the yard and show you what's going on at ground level. We've got some more over here, some purples, some dark purples, some light purples, some variegations on it. You can see my shadow a little bit here. You can see my awkward hunch, but I'll come down a little bit so you can see this one because it is so cool as well. You know, crocuses sometimes are kind of demure, but these are looking pretty dramatic this year. There's the train in the background. I don't know if you can hear it. But they're having a very good year. So this is a very good start to things in the garden, and I'll keep taking you around as things continue to develop and let you know what's up. And here is something exciting to show you. This is garlic sprouting up. And you can see here, this is in my herb bed. There's another garlic. There's another garlic. There's another garlic. And I planted those in the fall. If you didn't know, you can plant cloves of garlic from a bulb of garlic, and you can just do it from grocery store garlic as long as it is organic and hasn't been treated with anything that might make it not sprout. And you can take each individual clove and put it in the ground, and each one of those cloves will grow into a garlic bulb. So I'm really excited about these garlics that I planted in, among other things. There's some more over here. I tried to spread them out, but somehow these two ended up closer together. There's one here. And this is my lavender, which seems to be coming back, which I wasn't expecting. So that's kind of exciting. I wasn't sure if it would survive as a perennial here in the climate that I'm in. So yeah, so hello little garlics. So these are hard neck garlics. So they will grow taller and taller and taller through the season. They will eventually curl at the top and develop garlic scapes, which we will cut off and eat so that more attention and energy can go into the bulb. And then in midsummer, probably, the bulbs will be ready to harvest in mid to late summer. So it's quite a long game with garlic. It's fun because you plant it in the fall and then it hangs out underground all winter, gaining strength, gaining energy, and then comes out in the spring. So I really love the metaphor of that, you know, that it's something that has taken some time to develop, but then will grow into something beautiful and quite tasty. So this is my herb garden. I haven't cleaned all the leaves out of everything yet because I was leaving them on. Oh, there's my shadow. Oh well, you can have my shadow here. I was leaving them on, you know, to protect things. But I wanted to show you that over here we have our very first chives coming up out of the ground. I always recommend chives for beginning gardeners because They are very forgiving, they grow very easily, they come back every year, and they are one of the first things to appear in the spring, and they're so tasty. Justin and I ate some of them yesterday, so you can just start enjoying them right away. And then over here is my lemon balm, which you can see is starting to come back. Got the first little leaves of lemon balm. This is a clump of lemon balm as well. I will come through maybe later today. I think it's time now to clean out these leaves, but you can see that it's happily growing up and down in there, which is very exciting. And then we've also got the very first new, this is my sage, which, you know, I cut back a little from last year, but I leave long stalks because it will start growing these beautiful new leaves in the spring. So that's the beginning of herbs, which is very, very exciting. And this is my flower bed that is full of daffodils and tulips that are just coming up. Haven't even quite budded yet, but we've got quite an array of them this year among the leaves. We planted some brand new tulip bulbs this year and some new hyacinths, so I'm really excited about those. This tulip is particularly pretty with this little pink edging on it. Some of the tulips we planted are parrot tulips, so they have like frilly edges. So this might be one of them. But look how pretty it is with that little touch of blush pink along the edges. So we've got more tulips, and then these are daylilies that will be to come. Lots of daffodils. So I wanted to show you this now, and then maybe in a few weeks I'll be able to, you know, do a fancy transition here. And you can see them. And they're all in bloom, so we're just getting started with things today. Still a lot to come, but this is the beginning of the spring garden in our yard. And I wanted to show you all along our garden path here how we get these little wild chives that grow. They're just like a weed. They're like wild garlic, and they are also edible and very delicious. So I will start harvesting those as well, in addition to my cultivated chives. It's just a little gift from nature. And among all of our gardens that still need to be raked out, but some green coming up, which is delicious and beautiful to see. And here I am approaching our weeping cherry tree, which is coming into bloom really early this year. It is April 15th when I am filming this little snippet of video, and usually the weeping cherry does not come into bloom until the very end of April, so it is early this year. I mean, you can see not all the blooms are open yet. I think once the sun fully comes out today, it's still pretty early in the morning now. When it gets to its full brightness, a lot of them will open, but you can see there are already bees. Busy, 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 busy bees all over the weeping cherry. So I'll show you more of this later, but had to get the opening glimpse right as it's coming into bloom. And here are the very first daffodils that have come into bloom. So there will be more in this little cluster here. You can see this is in front of our little porch off the kitchen. But we've got these beautiful bright yellow ones, which which are so lovely. And then if we come over here, we've also got lamb's ear peeking out of the leaves. Like, I haven't even had time to rake out all the gardens. It's gotten so warm so quickly. Ooh, there's a spider. Can I get the spider? Hey, Miss Spider. And then if we come over here, we have these ones, crunch, crunch, crunch in the leaves, that have these beautiful bright orange centers. So there will be more daffodils to come for sure, but this is the spring season of short-lived beauties, so I do want to make sure that you get to see them. I should come back to this one in the very back. Yeah, these ones, oop, yeah, that's an orange, dark orange centered one too. I wasn't sure. There's some little like double bulbed, double flowered yellow ones, but they must not be up yet. So hello, daffodils. This is our beautiful forsythia bush that I am approaching, which is having a really, really good year. It is in illustrious bloom, and this forsythia came from one tiny twig of my parents' forsythia in West Virginia, which we brought here and planted many years ago, and now it is as happy as can be. And it's humongous, and birds like to roost in it, and bunnies like to build their nests deep within this, because I mean, look, that's a pretty protective barrier of viney goodness down in there. So we always see rabbits running out from under there because it seems like a good place to have your home. So these are the rhododendrons, which are not in bloom yet, but you can see that they are a bud and getting ready. Some weird background sounds from the gravel quarry that's actually quite a ways from here, and I don't know if I'm going to have to deal with that all summer, but some of these seasonal things don't last that long, so we have to take them when they happen, like this, like the weeping cherry tree, woohoo! Which I probably, depending on how I splice this together, I've been taking footage in recent days, I think you will have already seen close up from the other side. So I'll take you up the hill. I don't want to step on something pokey here, so that you can see it. And there are so many bees on this tree right now. It's pretty astounding. All different kinds of bees on the weeping cherry, and I think, as I said before, this is in bloom like a week and a half earlier than it normally is in bloom, so it's getting a head start this year. And then down below, these are all daylilies that will come into bloom later in the season, so we will look for them. Can you hear the buzzing? It's pretty incredible. There's a pollinator paradise up there right now. Okay, so here we are up the hill now, a little bit closer, so that you can hopefully see the intense pollinator action that is going on. We've got these big fuzzy bumblebees, and then other little smaller species of bees buzzing around, and there's some good bee footage right there, and then these other smaller species of bees, And then there's some little teeny tiny ones. And they are kind of buzzing around me. If you're a person that doesn't like bees, I'll probably put a content warning on this because it might seem a little stressful to you, but they do not give a care about me. They are not concerned about me. I am not getting in their way, and they are just intent on these beautiful flowers. And, you know, I think it'll still be this nice tomorrow, but you know, it's very ephemeral, so loud clunking background noises be danged. I didn't want you to miss getting to see this beautiful moment of the weeping cherry. With a little friend. Come around and see. Come around and see. There's a little bee. A little bee. Buzzing around. It's a beautiful moment of abundance for the pollinators and lovely early evening sun here. I wanted you to see. This is the beginning of our rhubarb coming up and looking great. So of course with rhubarb you do not eat the leaves. They are actually toxic to people and animals, so you don't eat the leaves. But you can see the little stalks are starting to grow down there. So this is just the beginning for the rhubarb, but it will be wonderful to enjoy here in a few weeks. So hello, rhubarb and leaves, even though I can't eat you. You do kind of make nice ASMR sounds. Here's a little shot of one of my herb gardens that I showed you in previous footage, I think, here. But look at the garlics. Look at how big they are now. They are growing. They are very, very happy. And the lemon balm. The lemon balm is going. Oh my gosh, it's still one of my favorites. Such a good friend. Hey there, lemon balm. That's lemon balm, and then this is another little patch right here. It's coming along beautifully. And then we've got some sage starting. So that makes me really happy. Look at you, beautiful sage. You are just so lovely, and now my hands will smell amazing. Yeah. So this is what makes me happy, friends. Getting here with the herbs. Oh, there they are. Getting here with my friends, the herbs. And I am walking in the yard in my bare feet, which is a really, really nice thing to be able to do. So if you are not able to do this right now, I will share my earthing with you here. I will share getting to be some debris on my knee. Getting to be close to the earth like this is a very nice feeling. I'm going to bring you over here now to another place that I showed you some footage of the other day, where now, ta-da, the hyacinths are abloom. At least these white ones are, and these are my favorite. I mean, I'm gonna say that about everything, friends. But these are so fragrant. I get down on my knees, down on my belly, so that I can smell these beautiful, beautiful fragrant hyacinths. So these are hyacinths we've had for quite a few years. There's a couple pink ones over there. They're planted from a potted hyacinth that Justin's mom gave us, I think. Then we also have some new hyacinths. This is a new hyacinth bulb. There's one over here in front of my friend the worm that my dear friend Joanne gave us years ago. There's another hyacinth. So we've got, when there's a purpley one that's getting ready to open. So you know, this is going to be an ongoing thing, friends. Expect lots of garden footage. There's some daffodils here. Ooh, there's another one of those big purple ones back there. Those are all new bulbs we planted in the fall, as are all of these tulips. So I'm really excited. The ones with the nice pink edging on the foliage, I'm really excited to see what this is going to, how these tulips are going to turn out. So here's another little moment with this little part of the garden. Ooh, and I should show you the bleeding heart, which is just starting to come up. And you'll see it in bloom for sure in a future video, but it's just a lovely little foliage bush coming up right now. And it's just, this is such a miraculous time, friends. It's like this is what I dream about all winter. You know, things are just getting started. And it's just a blessing to see this beautiful, bright color, these beautiful blooms. Still got a lot of cleaning out of garden beds to do. I'm always very honest about that with you. This is no Better Homes and Gardens perfection household. We work through things as the seasons move. So these are all irises and lilies, so we have some time to get that cleaned up. And for now, you know, and up until this heat spell of it suddenly getting to be 85, which is a little ridiculous, we were still having cold nights, which is why I wanted to keep the leaves on there. Here's my little whimsical garden with my little sheep and my little mushroom, and we've got some hedgehogs over here, and you know, some of my garden ornaments I will move around as the season progresses and things fill in more. But here's where we are for right now. Okay, friends, so one more shot of the weeping cherry tree. One more day of the weeping cherry so you can see it. It's not as covered in bees today as it was yesterday. It rained last night and it did lose a few of its petals, but it's still just looking super lush and gorgeous. So I think I'm going to wrap up this garden tour video for now. I think I'm going to go ahead and splice all these things together and share them with you. Oh, look at those two blooms that look kind of more pink. They're so pretty. Because this time of year, a lot is happening in the garden. And if I start to build up too much footage, then you're not seeing it quite as much in the seasonal real time, which I do like to share it with you in when possible. So thanks for hanging out with me in the garden. Thanks for hanging out here with the weeping cherry tree. Take good care of yourself. Happy spring. And I will definitely see you back here in the garden again soon.